So coming off of COVID, I knew I couldn't pick up where I had left off. So my focus here was to get a good workout in, but to work on joint mobility, specifically at the shoulder. So I'm lying on my back, making sure my ribs are knitted up, shoulder girdle stable, as I slowly and with control lower the dumbbells towards the floor in external rotation. I go as low as I can without touching the ground and just hover there I hold for about 6 seconds. And then I go into internal rotation, trying to make sure I keep the shoulders back and not letting the shoulder girdle pop and round forward. Go only as low as I can control, hold, get the tissue to understand being there and seeing if I can get stronger at my in range, and then returning with control back up to the ceiling. And I'll repeat it, seeing if I can get a little further this time. Watching my wrist to make sure it stays flush, not in extension or flexion. With control, I start to press the arms overhead, keeping the shoulders engaged, feeling the shoulder blades upwardly rotate. Hovering above the ground and just holding, really trying to reach through the elbows, but keeping the shoulders, ribs pulling down towards my hips. Breathing, collarbones open. And then keeping the external rotation, I draw my elbows down towards my side or my hips. With control, keeping the external rotation. If I start to lift the dumbbells into internal rotation, I stop the motion. Then returning to 90 and rotating back up to the ceiling. Going into internal rotation again. Find my end point, keeping my shoulders back. And then I'm going to play with the lever length. So I'm going to bring the dumbbells towards my body, keeping my shoulders internally rotated. And then I'm going to extend the lever out. As I extend my arm out, I'm going to lift my elbows, keeping the internal rotation. I'm going to reach the arms and lock out the elbows, keeping the shoulders engaged, finding the work. If it's easy, you're not finding it. And then draw back in and then rotate back up towards the ceiling. And then you can repeat that as many times as you are up for. And then we're going to go into adduction of the elbows. And then with control, lowering the dumbbells out to the side into external rotation with the arms down by the side. Once again, trying not to let the ribs pop or the shoulders move. We're just rotating the humerus in the socket. And then drawing back up to the ceiling with control.